Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's Hangout. My name is Chris Lukes. I am one of the speakers today. We also have Laura as well, and we have Trish, and we have Grid.
Hi.
So tonight we're going to give you a preview, the Games and Simulations Network's preview for the 2015 ISTE conference. So what you see here is the hashtags we'll be using. So ISTE 2015, ISTE GSN, and GBL. So those are things that we'd love for people to use in their social media to help tag things. So we'll go ahead and get things started. We'll just go ahead and move over to a special announcement by Grid. Oh, Tanya, it looks like you are muted.
Hi. I guess my mouth was moving and no sound was coming out. Greg Topo, who wrote this book, The Game Believes in You, and by the way, I did just buy it, and I will bring it with me to the conference because he said he would sign it for me if I had it. So he will be speaking at the Mobile Games Playground. He'll have the stage for about a half hour. He'll address your questions. He'll talk a little bit about the research that he did, and if you have a book, he'll sign it.
All right, great news. Next up is Trish. Talk a little bit about a website.
Yes, the Games and Simulations Network, we now have a website. And I believe Kay will type the address in. We got a shortened URL because we created it on Wix, and so this address is a little bit long. As you can see, we have lots of images of what's going on. We have photographs from our Metagame Book Club. We have photographs from when we are actually gaming. We have photographs from previous webinars that we've done and from last year's ISTE conference in Atlanta. You can see we have a wide variety of things for you to read about the latest news. Here you can access our schedule for ISTE and the land party, the Tuesday morning playground, and a conference overview. For information on the Metagame Book Club, you can find everything you'd like to know about Ready Player One, the book we're going to be reading in July. You can find it all here on this page, and there is a link right here that's a clickable playlist for the songs that are mentioned in the book, and the playlist was created by the author. So it's a really cool playlist on Spotify.
I know. I love that. I love that you found that, Trish. And is that going to be the music behind the scenes at our LAN party?
We can make that happen.
That would be cool.
Right here is information on our guild, Inevitable Betrayal, what we do, and here's a link to our Google Plus community and the official website if you'd be interested in coming and running some raids with us. Here you can find an archive of our blogs, and you can read them of what's going on right now in the game-based learning. And if you'd like to know more about our about the Games and Simulations Network, or just ask us some questions about the website, you can do that here. And here is some more information about what's going on Tuesday morning at the Mobile Learning Playground. Also, if you look down at the bottom of all our pages, you will see how you can follow us on Twitter, Facebook. You can access our YouTube channel or add us to your Google Plus community, which segues right into something else that's going to be going on. So that is our latest website.
Yes, and the URL again was bit.ly/GS Network Live. Now on to the community.
Okay, if you go to Google Plus, and I'll start sharing my screen again. I wandered away from it. Okay. If you go to Google Plus, and I will go directly into the community since I'm already a member of it. And here is the Games and Simulations Network community. Just give us a like and you will be added, and you can find out everything that's going on. You can find out about the officers. You can find out about what we're planning on doing, what we've been doing at our schools or at our workplaces, and how we're using games there, and finding out more information about, and more detailed information about what we'll be talking about at the ISTE conference. So there are plenty of places to find information about the Games and Simulations Network, so come and check us out. And there you have it.
Thank you, Trish. And next up we have the Mobile Megashare.
Okay, thanks, Chris. And we are really excited about the Saturday pre-conference event called Mobile Megashare. I'm Laura Briggs, the president of the Mobile Learning Network, and we totally enjoy collaborating with the Games and Sims Network. And so I think Kay and Chris and several others are going to be there facilitating several different topics about games and chocolate-covered broccoli, and maybe Kay can tell us a little bit more about that later on. And it's just going to be a really great sharing session. You can register on the mobilelearningnetwork.org website. It is a free pre-conference event, and we hope that everyone can join us on Saturday before the conference starts. And the Games and Sims community networking, all of the PLNs of ISTE are actually going to be at the networking fair, which is a really, really cool way to network and meet other PLN members. And that is on Sunday during the conference, right before the keynote, and it's from 3 to 5. And all of the different PLNs will be there. They'll have prizes and some swag, and you can sign up for different committees and work with different groups. So our Games and Sims network will be there as well, and we'll be doing definitely something fun at our table. It's going to be fabulous.
Thank you, Laura. Next up, we have Tanya to talk about Machinima Fest. Oh, you got yourself muted again.
I keep doing that. Okay, thank you. Sorry. The Machinima Fest is on Monday, the 29th, so mark your calendars. It's from 5:30 to 6:30, 1 hour of just fun of watching great movies made by educators and students. So come to the room PCC 114. We do have a keynote address. Dr. Leanne Teisling is going to talk about literary affordances of Machinima. There is educational value, lots of it, and she's going to be kind of addressing the literacy parts of it. We will be viewing some of the submissions and announcing the winners, and we have prizes. So it'll be fun, and maybe we'll even have popcorn.
Yeah, so the Machinima Fest is always fun. And following the Machinima Fest, we give you a little bit of time to get over to Marriott 307, and we're going to have the second annual LAN party at ISTE event. This is the second year we're going to have it. It'll be from 7:30 to 9:30. So what is a LAN party, you might ask? Well, we're not really doing a LAN party, but it's in the spirit of a LAN party. And so what we're doing is we have games and more. So we'll have stations set up for Minecraft, World of Warcraft, some old school Dungeons and Dragons, so be sure to dust off those character sheets and bring your 8-sided and 10-sided dice. Also, we will have a mini game jam for those of you who don't feel like playing games, but want to hang out and socialize and see what else is out there. We also have gadgets and more, so these will be some of the different microprocessors and different things like that to play around with. Classcraft will be there, as well as Answerable. So we'll be having a couple different things going on there. Again, lots of fun. And of course, as always, anytime games are involved, you have to have a little disclaimer that says cosplay or wearing something game related is never required, but always encouraged. So we hope to see you there. We'll be in Marriott 307. Next up is Grid in the mobile playground.
And this time I unmuted myself. And I am going to do a little screen share because one of our big events is our author. But we do have, I had mentioned earlier at the mobile playground, and we're very excited to have our author, Greg Topo, who writes for, he's a journalist who's done some research on games, and he is going to be presenting about The Game Believes in You. And if you look at my screen share, this is the game. Of course, you did, this is actually the Amazon site where I bought it. But he will be talking to us about his book and the research that he's done in a lot of classrooms with teachers and students and what they're getting out of actual meaningful gameplay. The mobile playground is also going to have a presentation on hackathons and on Minecraft clubs. So games can be mobile, and we hope you come and join us because it's a lot going on. Room 204A, it's in the hallway, sort of, on level 2. So it's the Convention Center, level 2, right near 204A, and it's a very busy place. Find us. That's it.
Okay, well, Tanya mentioned what we'll be doing Tuesday morning. Now, for Tuesday afternoon, we're going up from level 2 to level 3. Okay? Which seems apropos for games and sim network. But what we're going to be doing there is also having another playground. And I'll tell you something about the playgrounds. Yes, you can come and you can fiddle around with some of the stuff that's on the table, but a lot of the playground is meeting people and talking to people and finding out where they're doing and networking and learning who's doing what and things like that. So what we'll be having while we're up there, we'll be having ongoing conversations. Obviously, Tanya will be leading us on Machinima. We'll also be talking about interactive fiction, game narratives, the metagame book club, which was mentioned before, and especially coding and game design in clubs and curriculums. So we're going to be having tables with ongoing discussions there. And then there's a little kind of like a presenter area, and we'll be having some more discussions there. And these will kind of be more like led or facilitated discussions. And we'll start with talking about gamification and the multiplayer classroom, which is based off of a book by Lee Sheldon. And then we'll have Devin Young, and he's going to come there, and he's from Classcraft. We've been looking at this platform, and we think our members will like to have a closer look at this, so we get him for a half an hour. And then it doesn't have Russell Brandon here. It just has my name, but it should also be Russell Brandon. And Russell Brandon is going to be the person who's going to be doing Dungeons and Dragons with you at the LAN party the night before. And he and I are going to facilitate and lead that discussion on a teacher as game master and game designer. Now, the next person that we're going to be lucky to have, because he's moderating a lot of the live stream sessions, is John Spike. And he's going to talk Brave New World, Games as Literacy and Experiential Learning. And then at 4, well, Dr. Leanne Teisling, we're going to have her talking about interactive fiction. And then the last 2 things that we're going to end up closing with are just talking about the Metagame Book Club, because we are having one starting in another one starting in July, Ready Player One, and then after that, we're basically going to do a World of Warcraft meetup for the last half hour. So that's how we're going to spend our time in the playground, and we really hope you'll go up, that you'll level up from 2 to 3, and come and visit us.
All right, we're back to Tanya about the Games and Simulations picks.
Okay, if you go to the ISTE site and look at the pics of all the various networks, Games and Simulation Network folks got together and reviewed some of the entries for presentations, and these are the ones that we're thinking advocate for the meaningful use of games in classrooms. So you can see there's some on the 27th, some on the 29th. I think there's just, yeah, none on the 28th, but there's other things going on. So those other things are our picks as well, but these are the actual events that are taking place. Of some of, I think they're about 2 hours a piece. So these are presentations that are taking place from various people around the world who are going to be presenting about how they use games in their classrooms. Our picks. They're on the ISTE site.
All right, next up we have Trish to talk about the website again. Oh, Trish, you're muted again.
Okay, I guess it was time for me to do it. It was my turn.
That's okay. It's contagious.
Obviously so. So once again, you can see our new website. I took you to it earlier, and you can reach it at bit.ly at /GSN Network Live. And remember, you can find out everything about what we'll be doing and where we'll be doing it at ISTE on that site. And it is on the schedule. There. And you can see all the schedules for the LAN party, the Tuesday morning playground, the Tuesday afternoon playground, and even more, the mobile Megashare. So be sure and go and check out our website. Okay, and the new Google Plus community, which we went to earlier, and you can get there by following the bit.ly, the shortened URL at bit.ly/gamesandsimsgoogle, which that is the place to be, because then you find out about all our awesome Google Hangouts that we do and the inevitable instructors, and you can really keep up with what all the people in the Games and Sim Network are doing in their classrooms with Minecraft, World of Warcraft, and all the other games. Okay? You can tweet us at GameSimNetwork. We're always tweetable there, and you can check us out through Twitter. Next, Voxer. This is something new we're trying this year. But if you put in ISTE Games and Sims, you can talk to us live and in person whenever you want to.
And it is really brand new for us, so you know, please be patient as we're learning it. And the next ones I'm just going to go through real quickly because we don't want to take up too much of your time. So after Voxer, what we wanted to say is we had a suggestion from one of the people on our communication in our communications group that shouldn't we be playing Ingress? And we thought, well, why not? I'm sorry we can't get a bunch of tutorials out there for you and ready, but go ahead, Google Ingress, decide whether you will be enlightened or if you will be resistance, and go ahead and pick one, and we'll talk about it. And we'll go ahead and talk about it more at the conference. And the rest of the things are also for the conference, but we wanted to let anybody who's not going to the conference, don't worry. Post-conference, we pretty much, as soon as we're done in about 2.5 weeks later, we will be doing the Metagame Book Club. And the book that we'll be doing for the Metagame Book Club is Ready Player One, and we'll be doing that from July 20th to August 10th. So we really hope you join us, whether it's at the conference or with the book club or both. And that's all we have for our Games and Sim Network preview. And so we want to thank you very much. So bye-bye.